Friday morning, right? Remember, so sometimes in life when you feel like you got nothing to give thanks for, right? If it's even to give thanks for life, right? Sometimes when you wake up you feel like, my life isn't really what I dreamt it's supposed to be, or my life is not feeling like, or I'm not feeling a level of positivity and achievement and accomplishment, and and the road ahead is so far, right? And your dreams, it seems, beyond your capability, which they are not, and beyond your reach, because that's just a mindset, right? But sometimes when you find yourself within that mindset, it's important, right? Write this down. Gratitude, right? And we all find gratitude work for me to really center. Because sometimes, we are in this, we are in our balance is off, right? So sometimes it's just a small, it's a thin line between success and failure. It's a thin line in being positive and being negative, right? So sometimes it's easy for us to drive ourselves within that negative space, and then we can't really pull ourselves out. And once we are done, it's just a slippery slope. But the way I see it, right? When I wake up and I feel like I want to get myself in that space, I just start giving thanks. Like, God, thank you for waking me up this morning. That's one thing. Thanks for waking me up in a comfortable bed. Thank you for waking me up in a warm environment. Thank you for the simple things. And I remember, right, there's a couple weeks ago, I wake up and my mentally I wasn't there, right? And this is when you hear successful people say, gratitude, gratitude, gratitude. There's not one successful person out there. And to be successful, to be working towards a worthy ideal, right? So once you have a goal and you're working towards it, then by default, you are success. Earl Nightingale used that as his reference when you talk about success. Because to be successful is to working towards a worthy ideal. So if you get up every day and you are working towards a worthy ideal, then are working towards a goal, whatever the goal is, however big, however small it is, right? Then by default you are successful. But with that said, while you're working towards your goal, you're gonna have times you feel like it's not working, but in that moment it is working, because it's testing your resilience, it's testing your commitment, it's testing your willpower, it's testing your character, it's testing your determination, it's testing everything. And it's asking you to examine that mindset. And then if you feel like giving up, then you need to stop and take stock of your willpower. Is my willpower strong enough? Am I, if when you feel like quitting, right, is my perseverance need to take stock? Am I, and that's the beauty of life. So even in the moments when you feel like giving up, right, it is working on you. It is asking you to say, hey, there is, because a chain is as strong as its weakest link. A chain is, and there's something to be said about. I remember when Jesus was in and he's sitting with his disciples, and one of the disciples says, Master, Master, why do you always speak in parables? Right? And he said, because the kingdom of heaven is wrapped up in parables. And some people is just too lazy to go in search of what the parables mean, right? But if you understand it, then when you know, and if you take time to decipher the parables, right, then you'll understand what it means, right? So sometimes some people say if it's not working, when you feel like it's not working for you, it's working on you, right? And you have to willing to persevere, right? Because with persistence come great achievement. Life victories doesn't always go to the strongest and the fastest, but it goes to the man and woman who tell themselves they can't and they won't be beaten. Right? I think that was said by Napoleon Hill in that book, Think and Grow Rich. Because it's easy for us to think that, yeah, life victories is going to go to the strongest and the fittest person. But sometimes you have to have that dogged determination. You have to have that persistence. And this is why it's important, right, to make sure that you know that your chain is as strong as your weakest link. So if you know that you don't have enough, your perseverance isn't there, you don't like persevere, because as I said, right, to be successful in life, it's not the amount of things that you're able to start, but it's the amount of things that you're able to complete. And in order to complete stuff, you need to be able to persevere. So don't underestimate the value of that word persistence, right? Persistence, persevere, right? Because if you don't persevere, you're going to start things and not complete it. You'll often hear people tell you how much business they have started, and sometimes when those people is telling you they start how much business, there's other people who came after them who is successful in the same business, but because they weren't able to persist, right? I think I was listening to Maran Gold where he talk about the gravitropics. Sometimes we don't know that our business, our dream, our idea, that difficulty that we're feeling, that exhaustiveness is just, it's really sending down root. It's just sending down root. Gotta grow down before it start to blossom. That's what top farm is all about. Perseverance, persistence, using that word, will to power. All right. And as I started this video, sometimes as an entrepreneur, if you feel like giving up, you feel like what you're doing isn't bearing fruit fast enough. Right. So just wait it out. Just wait it out. All right. Keep going, keep working, keep believing, and just shift your mindset from the quitting mindset to the gratitude mindset. Because once you're in the gratitude mindset, it's going to bring you to an attitude mindset. And attitude is linked to the success. Nothing will affect the results you get in life more than your attitude. And if you have a positive attitude, then you'll get positive results. And if you have a negative attitude, then you'll get negative results. Because I said, like attract like. I think come back to Earl Nightingale. There's nothing that's going to affect the results you're getting in life more than your attitude. Because if you have a negative attitude, you're going to be turning up into the business meeting, in the boardroom meeting. You're going to be interacting with customers and potential clients with a negative attitude. All right, and nobody wants to do business with a negative person. So when you feel like I'm just get back to basics, you know, God, just thank you for waking me up this morning. Thank you for giving me this vision. As much as it seems like it's hard or it's impossible, because as I came up with a whole quote of kind myself, opticians test your sight, but God tests your vision. That's the beauty, right? So write this down. Opticians test your sight, but God tests your vision. How far can you see yourself? How big can you, how far, how big, how great can you see yourself, and what can you see yourself accomplish? And that takes vision. That does not take sight. Because if you are using sight, you're able to see what's there, what's what's in front of you, right? With vision, it's all about the dream. It's not there yet, but you know you're going to be able to bring it in the physical space. So a lot of people mix up dream with vision. All right, the vision is like, it's unreal. Some people is going to say it's unrealistic. Some people is going to say it can't be done. And that's the beauty of a vision. It's Top Farm. Remember, check out the website. The brand tell you use your will to power. www.topfarmwear.com. Optician test your sight. God test your vision. Right? And when you feel like giving up your vision, your ideal, your persistence, your commitment, the ability to give thanks even when you feel like you are tired. Give thanks, gratitude, re-energize. There's nothing that's going to really re-energize your spirit and your mind and your body apart from saying, hey, thank you, God. Even just now I'm saying it, I can feel it's like when you give gratitude, it's like the charger. I find gratitude like that charging port. And this is why every successful people cannot recommend gratitude enough. When you start giving thanks, it's like you're recharging yourself. You're plugging in yourself to the everlasting source. Top Farm. Will to power. Make the sacrifice. Pay the price. Gratitude is a must. Gratitude start the right attitude.